Dragon Quest Builders, the Minecraft game for Dragon Quest fans and the Minecraft game for non-Minecraft fans. Here we go! Wormys Playhouse, and today we're going to be talking about the Dragon Quest Builders for the Nintendo Switch. And yes, I know, I haven't really played all the Dragon Quest games throughout its lifetime. It's been out all the way since back on the NES days, and I believe it was called Dragon Warriors here in the West because of some kind of copyright release with the name Dragon Quest. I'm not entirely too sure with the whole history of the game, but it's a long-running RPG series. It's been out for a long time. There's a lot of Dragon Quest games in this franchise. However, for some reason, I just haven't really played any of them, to be honest. I'm not really too sure why. I need to get into this universe. And I know I'm wearing a Legend of Zelda shirt. I know blasphemy. Blasphemy? Blasphemy. I'm not really sure how to say that word. But you know what? Dare I say it? Looks like you're playing as Link and you're playing as the legendary hero? Sounds familiar? I know it's not. But Dragon Quest Builders, the Minecraft game for non-Minecraft fans. Or the Minecraft game for Dragon Quest fans. Either or can go anyway. So if you are a fan of the Dragon Quest games, you'll know the basic story of Dragon Quest Builders. It pretty much follows the original series as you played through the games. However, in this version, you're not the legendary hero. You're the legendary builder. So apparently nobody in this land knows how to build anymore. They don't know how to build homes. Civilization is just, well, there is none anymore. And the Dragon Lord, well, he's taken over all of the land. Whoa, excuse me, spoiler alert. The legendary hero himself, the true legendary hero, has been corrupted by the Dragon Lord. Apparently he has not chosen wisely. So you're resurrected to become the legendary builder, to rebuild civilization. So if you're not really a big Minecraft fan, as myself personally, I'm not really into Minecraft. I get the appeal, I understand it. It's a very interesting concept, there's a lot of building going on. It's one of those sandbox games where you can just play an endless amount of building and item gathering. There is a land to explore, so it's fun in that aspect. I do understand the appeal of the game, however it's just not for me. And I'm not really quite too sure why. I think originally the whole building concept didn't really fit my playstyle for gaming, and mainly the whole item gathering and crafting. And I wasn't really into what I enjoyed. There was just too much for me, too much for me to handle. The basics of the game, it just wasn't for me. And I'm the type of gamer, well, I need something to kind of push me through the game. I need a story, some sort of story. It doesn't have to be a really in-depth story, because we know Dragon Quest Builders, the story isn't really in-depth, but it is fun, and it does push you along. It does give you that reason to jump back in and continue on. So you can have a certain mission, because there are missions in this game, and there are side missions as well. But when you're heading out on one mission, you know, you're on your way there, and you just start, you're hunting and gathering, you're collecting items. So you do have a main objective that's driving you along. But on your way, that's where you're getting all your gathering in and attacking enemies and collecting more items so you can build up your inventory, thus creating more buildings and building up your civilization. So I think Dragon Quest Builders, it just fits my playstyle more. And what's fun about it is that there are different lands and worlds that you can explore, so it is an exploration style game, because you do have to seek out different items and minerals so you can craft new items. However, it does give you, and it'll tell you in your inventory, like list of items that you can create, and it'll tell you what items you do need, which is nice. I like that. So it does fill in the blanks for you. You just have to go out and get those items. And you know me, I love my exploration style games. Breath of the Wild was an amazing game because I just love to explore. RPGs in general, I love to explore because there's a whole open world to go seek out and enjoy and look into the depths of everything. Even linear RPGs, I still enjoy because you can explore them to the max. Oh, what's over here? There's a dead end. Let me go explore down there. There must be something down there. Oh, there's not, but there's a big rock over here. There's gotta be something underneath that rock. Let's go explore. Oh, there's an NPC. Let's go talk to that NPC. Oh, there's another NPC. What's he he got to say? He's gonna have something important to say. Let me go talk to them. Oh, there's a whole world of NPCs. I gotta talk to everybody. Oh, there's a whole bunch of towns and different cities I gotta go explore. I gotta go everywhere and go explore everything. Ah! So I just enjoy exploring. That is my game style preference. That's the way I just play games. I just like to explore every little bit. And you know, it does drag out games. You know, I do spend a little bit too much time exploring. It wastes time, but I do enjoy it that way. And I gotta say, you can put in a lot of hours into this game. So the main game consists of 4 chapters. You go through a chapter, and in that chapter, you have to build up your city. And as you're building your city, different characters and NPC characters, they come into your city and will help you along. They'll create items for you and fill into your chest, so you have more items to create new items, thus allowing you to create a bigger city. And each one of the characters, well, they have something quirky to say. They each have their own individual personality, which is really nice. Nothing too in-depth, but they are each individual NPC. They help flesh out the story a little bit, which is really nice. So it gives you some kind of encouragement to find new NPCs to build up your city. And in that land, there's all different items for you to go explore and gather. There's different enemies for you to attack. The more you attack enemies, the more items you get from them, thus creating new items for you to build. And if you take damage from them, because some of them can get kind of difficult. If you're being grouped up by a whole bunch of them, it does get a little bit of kind of convoluted, and you're not really sure where you're swinging around, and you get bumped a lot. When the enemies attack you, you have some kind of bump back, which can kind of be annoying, but you know what? Just go ahead and eat one of those plum berries or plume berries or raisin berries or whatever they're called, and thus filling up your life meter. Or you can eat one of those seeds of life, which will fill your life all the way and give you an extra life slot, which will be helpful for you. But besides the one main land while you're building your city, there are teleportation devices that will allow you to warp to new lands in that chapter. So there's different lands that you can go explore. They each have their own unique landscape to them, either a forest or some kind of mountain range or volcano range. And if you're worried about your inventory, well, you don't have to worry too much, because it can be kind of limited. Although, if you continue to make new treasure chests, no matter where you put that chest, even if it's in a different land through a different teleportation device, you can still have access to it through your inventory. So you don't really have to worry about having a limited supply until you build the ultimate chest, which is just one giant chest which allows you to have a surplus of inventory. So the main driving point through the story of each chapter, you have to build up your city strong enough, because at the end of the chapter there's going to be a chapter boss that, well, they're going to try and destroy your city that you've built, that you spent all that time building up. They're gonna destroy it, so you have to build it really strong. You'll be able to create different types of weapons and barricades that you can build up surrounding your city. So if you build it really defense heavy, you won't really have to worry about anything getting destroyed. But it can get kind of clustered in there, because you only have a limited of space. So when the chapter boss comes, the entire land kind of disappears, and whatever you've built in that limited space is what you have to use to defend against this chapter boss. But throughout the chapter, you can build anywhere in the lands, and I found myself doing that a lot, because there is a day and night cycle, and there are enemies out in the field. Well, I'll create a little mini city, a little town, a few buildings and a few crafting tables, so I have stuff that I can build along the way on my mission. Then I can sleep overnight, because, well, at night, those annoying ghosts comes out. What are those ghosts called? I'm not really sure what the name of them, but those ghosts are annoying. And at night they can teleport into your building, which can be really annoying. So the best part to deal with that, well, is just sleep the night away. So after you've explored all the lands through the teleportation devices and completed all the missions, you fight the chapter boss, you've succeeded and you've brought back the land. Everyone's happy and cheering for you, woohoo! And now, unfortunately, you have to leave and move on to the next land, because there's another civilization that needs to be rebuilt. You need to find new people to bring to your city and create them a home, which can get kind of sad, because you spent all this time building up your city and you're proud of it. You're proud of the people, the occupants that live there with you. You've gone on this full story. I myself, well, I spent a lot of hours in each chapter. It took me about roughly 30 hours to complete each chapter, because again, I enjoy exploration. I go out and I explore every world. I find all new items I can create so I can craft new items and build my city up. I like building this city up. That was really fun. So maybe I will enjoy Minecraft. Just building up your city, well, it's really enjoyable. Something everything about it really intrigued me. And in order to build a room, you just have to build your walls 2 blocks high, have a door, and some kind of light source, thus creating a room. But I found that if you're building multiple levels, it can get kind of cramped in there. So I always built my rooms, well, 4 or 5 blocks higher. That way when you zoomed in and walked through the different rooms, well, you could look around, because the camera can get kind of cramped. It's not the perfect viewing angles for the camera. I wish you had more freedom with the camera, zooming in and out and stuff. But besides just the camera angles, majority of the game I very much enjoyed. It was just fun, going through, attacking all the enemies, exploring the worlds, all the different islands that you can go to. There are multiple chapters, so at the end of your first chapter, yes, you have to leave everything behind, but you do get to move on to a new chapter, a new world, and create a whole new city that you get to build up. And you have new stories, new adventures to go on, new NPCs for you to bring into your home. And the crafting aspect in Dragon Quest Builders, I think it's easier for me to understand more so than Minecraft, because it does simplify it more for you. It kind of tells you which items you need for you to craft, and you don't need that many items to craft other items to build. If you want to build a bed, it's not too complicated, and there are different versions of each piece of furniture. If you're building a bed, it's not just a simple block, it's an actual 3D bed. It looks like a real bed, and you can have a simple straw mattress on the floor, or a nice luxury bed, or a king's bed. And the different light sources you can get, you can have a torch, or a candle, or a candelabrum, or a brazier. So there's all different options for you to craft and build, which is really a nice aspect of this game, which is why I think I navigate more towards Dragon Quest Builders. It has the story, it has different items that actually look like the items that you're building instead of just blocks. It's not overly complicated, and there is a driving point that's pushing you along through the game. And the graphics alone looks really beautiful in crisp HD. You know, it's really bright and vibrant. It's got that cartoony kind of vibe, so it does fit perfect on a Nintendo console. Dragon Quest Builders is on PlayStation, it's on PC. I'm not really too sure about Xbox. Sorry, Microsoft fans, but well, Microsoft, you got PC, so. Luckily, just recently in 2018, January 2018 of this year, Dragon Quest Builders came to Nintendo Switch. So maybe I will dive into Minecraft. There is a Minecraft story mode game out on Nintendo consoles, I believe. I think it's on Switch. I might check that out. We'll see how that goes. But the main reason why that I'm talking about this today, Dragon Quest Builders 2 is coming in 2019. Well, I think 2019. They don't have an official release date yet, but they have announced that they are creating a Dragon Quest Builders 2. And everything in this game, they improved upon. All the restrictions that were in this game, well, they're not there anymore. So I know I'm late to the party about talking about Dragon Quest Builders, but hey, Dragon Quest Builders 2 is coming, so I figured, well, you know what, I gotta talk about this game. I enjoyed this game very much. I've spent a lot of hours into this game, about 30 hours each chapter, because again, I explored to my heart's content. If you enjoy exploration games, well, this is the game for you, and I'm telling you, the crafting isn't overly complicated, the story and the characters are really engaging, and they have a sense of charisma and character to them. It's kind of cartoony and funny, so it will make you chuckle a little bit. You'll find yourself just wasting time building random things, just, you know, creating new buildings. So I definitely do recommend playing Dragon Quest Builders. You're gonna enjoy the story, you're gonna enjoy the building mechanic to the game, even the crafting is very fun. It's a beautiful looking game, the music is really fantastic, the story is engaging, so definitely check it out, why not? Square Enix is creating a sequel to this game, so it's coming. It's coming. But that's gonna be it for today's episode of Wormys Playhouse, and please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you again for another episode. We'll see you then. Bye!